crafty monsters. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is fabulous. So, in today's fabulous tutorial, we are going to be making these adorable Mother's Day cards. They're super easy. They kind of have like a little vintagey kind of feel to them, kind of like an old school card. We did that little opening with the DSP paper right here. I went ahead and I die cut this little flowers out, and we inked this because it was white paper, and we added this little gem and embossed it. If you guys want, I will show you guys how I made this little bad boy, because there's only a few more days, you guys. Like, seriously, if you haven't already made a Mother's Day card for that special someone in your life, well then I'm dishing out some easy cards. These are the ones I'm dishing out, boo-boo. The one before this, that one was pretty easy. Yesterday's card was easy, and today's card is pretty easy. So, let's get down to it, boo-boo, because I know you guys want to get down and dirty with it. So, let's get down and dirty, and I will see you guys in a bit. Alrighty then, my little crafty monsters, let's get down and dirty and make these little bad boys right here. So, this is the paper pack that we are going to be using, and I did purchase this at, it was Walmart. And the reason why I like this paper pack so much was because it was double-sided. Whenever I buy a double-sided paper pack, I always feel like I get more designs out of a paper pack. So, we are going to use this little floral. I was looking for a floral print. I really didn't have that many floral prints because, as you all know, even though I do add flowers to a lot of my projects, those projects are usually going to people who like flowers. I'm not really a floral person, so I don't tend to buy like a lot of floral prints on paper and stuff like that. But 3D elements, yes, I do, because, you know, a flower here and there on an element is nice. So we're just cutting down these card mats to be flush to the card base. Now, if you guys need information about card mats and card bases, there will be a link in the bottom that is for card mats and card bases, and it'll give you the rundown about how to make greeting cards. So I'm just picking a sentiment. The sentiment, I'm going to go ahead and stamp it with my little stamping tool. And I'm going to go ahead and center this little bad boy. And I will use my T ruler because I do like to use a T ruler sometimes in order to center certain sentiments. So we're going to go ahead and stamp this little bad boy on here. And this little sentiment, I do believe that it is perfect for this little card because it is roses are red, violets are blue. I am lucky to have a mom like you. Isn't that so adorable? So this basically would have to be for somebody's mother. So this is not something that you could give to your sister or a friend or a cousin or something like that. But, you know, I'm pretty sure you guys are going to have a different sentiment anyway. But I just wanted to give you kind of the idea on how to make this little bad boy, just so that you can make one of these cards in the future if you ever wanted to do something with this design, because it doesn't necessarily have to be floral. You could definitely do different kinds of, you know, stuff with this little bad boy. So we're going to go ahead and glue down our first mat. Now this mat, I didn't do it flush to the actual card base. I took it off by about 1/8 of an inch. And the reason why I did that was because when we actually put that white card mat on top of this, I don't want this flower print to peep out from the edges of the card. You guys will see once we put this little bad boy together. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen some cards like this because this is not my idea. I've just seen cards made like this. So we're gonna go ahead and cut. What I like to say is this looks like a little, what is it? A tie. You're just cutting like the shape of a tie, and that'll be enough to cut that little kind of triangle opening for the center of your card. You guys will see once we put this little bad boy together. So I'm going to go ahead and bring out my little Stamp Perfect so I could go ahead and put the Happy Mother's Day in front of this card because I do want it to have a little sentiment in the front. I don't want it to be too plain white, but I also want it to be a lot of white, so it just looks clean. It looks, I don't know. I just think it looks nice. So, I hope everybody has plans for this Mother's Day. I mean, getting together with either your mom or all the moms together. I mean, it's so lovely. So, anyway, right here, we're going to go ahead and put some little foam squares onto these little top triangles. And you guys are going to see how we're going to go ahead and center these little bad boys because we're going to place. Oh my god, I can't even talk. Come on, mijo. Come on, get it together, mijo. All right, so we are going to place these on top of these cards exactly the way we would have if this was one whole square or one whole rectangle. You guys will see. Just without, the middle part. So, Mexico, you don't know how to explain it right, eh? How about you just explain it to them in Spanish and then it'll be a lot easier. Oh my god, what am I gonna do with myself? Anywho, so as I was trying to explain, when you're putting these, you're just going to place them like I said, like if it was one whole piece, with the exception of that middle piece, which was the shape of a tie. Like I said, when you're going to cut this, make sure you're cutting a tie, and then this will come out very perfect. Well, obviously, it's like an offset tie because it's not on the corner, but you guys, once you see this, you'll know what I'm talking about. See, it looks like a little tie. Anywho, and it was just to give it this little, this little look. Now you could leave the card like that, or you could put some flowers on the right top corner of the white empty space. But I thought that it would look a lot cuter if we put that flower in that little point of that opening. You guys will see right now. So what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get these little flower dies by Sizzix, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut out some flowers, but in white, and I will be cutting out 2 small ones and 2 of the large ones. I mean, 2 small ones and 1 of the large ones, and I'm gonna do that twice because I'm gonna do 2 flowers. So basically each flower will have a large set of petals on the bottom and then 2 smaller sets of petals on the top. And I know that you guys are probably thinking right now, hey, but you're putting a white flower on top of a white card mat. Calm down there, little crafty monsters. You guys are going to see the magic that's going to happen. So we're going to hit these little bad boys with some distressed ink. We're not going to just leave them white like that. We need to do something with these little bad boys. So we will be hitting them with the distress ink. And I believe I hit them with some pink and some purple, I believe. I'm not really 100% sure, my little crafty monsters, but like I always say, it's a surprise. You never know what colors we're getting. So it's worn lipstick, and I believe the other one is a something violet. I do believe this. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with the pink, and I'm going to go ahead and use this as like the primary color on these little flowers. You guys will notice right now. And we're going to go ahead and just make these kind of like little pink flowers. And I know you guys are probably thinking too in your head and saying like, well, Jesse, why didn't you cut them out pink first? And I'm like, well, because I wanted some of the white to also pink in, and I wanted it to be kind of like a little highs and lows. I always talk about that. The colors, I like, the light and the darks and all that stuff, because that's all I could see. Just lights and darks. So anyway, right here, I'm going to go ahead and hit these little bad boys just on the edges with this little, what is this called? I don't know, but it's a violet boo-boo. I really don't know right now because I can't really see that right there. Ay, mijo, your eyes are not good anymore. Anyway, so I really think that that really looks cute on these flowers because I think if I would have cut them out of out of pink cardstock, it just would not have been the same look. So I'm gonna go ahead and just stack these, and I am going to stagger them so that they're not, you know, a petal on top of a petal. And I'm going to do this to both of these little flowers. Now for the center of these little flowers, I'm going to use these really, really cute buttons that I purchased at Zichobelobes. You guys, oh my God, these buttons are to die for. And I'm telling you because they're like this iridescent colors, and it's like multicolors in the little buttons. So right here, I'm just going to go ahead and start fluffing up these little flowers. I want them to start training themselves to kind of stand up a little bit because I don't want them to be too flat down on the card. And the reason why I'm using one of these little dimensions is because I am putting it in between the opening, and I want it to be flush with the top mat. So that is the one reason why I'm putting it on a dimension. And once you get these little bad boys all fluffed up, then it's time to go ahead and pick our little gems. Look at how cute these are. So I purchased these when Hobby Lobbies had their little buttons and all their little sewing stuff. I believe it was on 50% off. So when it was 50% off, I just went to their little button section and I just bought all kinds of packs. Because I always like to use buttons for the center of flowers. I think it's just really cute. And then how cute is this, guys? See, that was super easy. I hope you guys try it.
Welcome back, my little crafty monsters. So that's how easy it was to make these little bad boys right here. I mean, seriously, how easy was it? Y'all can make these. Oh, and I know that we didn't go through what was in the inside, but I'm gonna read it to you right now, the sentiment in the inside. So, because it was all a little flower theme, and I know that these are not roses, somebody's gonna probably be like, Jesse, those are not roses. Boo boo, I know you don't know your flowers, but those are not roses. But I thought that this little sentiment in here, are you guys, can you see it? It says, roses are red, violets are blue. I'm so lucky to have a mom like you. Okay, well, maybe you can't give that to your sister. I was like, when I was doing it, I was reading it, and I go, wait a minute, I just told my crafty monsters that they could do this for like a sister or like a friend, or no, this is just basically going to be for your mom. That's just plain and simple. This is a card you make for your mom. Anyway, that's it for now, my little crafty monsters. I hope you enjoyed that video as much as I enjoyed making it for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button as well as that notification so you guys can get notified every time I upload a video, because you guys do not want to be missing out on the awesomeness. And if you're not a subscriber, grab that little button right there, boo boo. It's the picture of me. Hello. Push that little button and we become BFFs, because I know you guys want to be BFFs. And that's it for now, my little crafty monsters. Until next time, goodbye.